I literally bought this product 3 months ago and I haven't used it yet. Not too much on me. Please, not too much. We're going to get into this today. Hey babes, and y'all, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of my babes are doing amazing. I bought this product like 3 months ago, literally, and I have not used it yet. This is from e.l.f. It looks like this is their Radiant brush set. I don't have many brushes from e.l.f. So whenever I seen this in Marshalls, I think I was in Marshalls, I either stay in Marshalls or TJ Maxx or Home Goods literally all the time. Seeing this, it was actually behind somebody and it looked like they were about to pick it up, but they didn't. So as soon as they walked away, we snatched her on up because babes, you took too long. You took too long, so I had to go ahead and get her. Y'all know I am a pink girl zone. Okay, as you can see with all of my decor and different things like that, I love pink. To do a full face with this brush set, let me go ahead and open it up. This was $24.99, so about 26 bucks with tax. And this is what it looks like. It's almost giving that Kylie Jenner brush set that was like 200 and something, I believe. I don't know. I remember Jeffree Star doing a review on it. And this is what it's giving. Not very cute, not very demure. You do get a ton of brushes. And I mean, e.l.f. is known for just creating something for everything. I think it's cute. I don't think it's my favorite shade of pink, but it is pink nonetheless, and we love that. So let's take a closer look at each one of these brushes. The first brush up is the Buffing Foundation brush. This brush feels really good. It doesn't feel like it's too soft to where it's not gonna lay the foundation good, but it doesn't feel too hard to where it's going to be like puncturing your skin or something like that. So we're definitely going to be using this brush. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use or will be using every single brush in this set today, but we are going to get to the brushes that we can. The next brush we have is the Powder Blurring Brush. Honestly, I just think e.l.f. makes a brush for just anything. They make a brush and they say put this name on it and they keep it moving. This is the Powder Blurring Brush. Honestly, it looks and feels just like the foundation brush. Be for real. The next brush that I have is the Powder Brush. If I'm being quite honest, this powder brush looks like a flat top foundation brush, like one of my Morphe ones, and we love Morphe down. So this is the Morphe flat top foundation brush. That's what it's giving. The next brush up is this all over complexion brush, which is great. We absolutely love a face brush to really help blend everything together seamlessly. This is super cute. It feels soft. It looks amazing. I will say these brushes are quite short. That is a negative to these brushes, but still. Next, we have this all over face brush. Again, I feel like e.l.f. always makes a brush for every little thing. This definitely looks a little better than the other one in my opinion, but still basically serves the same purpose. I feel like you can use one for your powdered products and then you can use one for the creams. I think this one would be more suitable for the creams and then the other one for the powders. Then we have this mineral powder brush. I've never heard of a mineral powder. Maybe I'm just, oblivious to it, but this is what the brush looks like. I don't know. I don't think I would have much use for this girl. Okay, I'm pretty sure we all love a really good blush brush. I feel like this would be great for maybe creams, liquids, because it seems a little dense. Okay, we have a highlighter brush. We love this because we want to sparkle and shine like the sun. I think this is going to be really great with just, tapping on your highlighter a little bit. This brush, in my opinion, is a little big for highlighter. I like my highlighter brushes to be a little smaller, a little more dense but fluffy at the same time. I just think this is too big. We can't forget the concealer brush at all. This is what the concealer brush looks like, and I can already tell this will not be one of my favorites. I love my concealer brushes a little differently. My favorite one is the Makeup by Mario F5 concealer brush, I believe. Hands down, a wonderful concealer brush. So, but we're going to use this one just to see how well it does. Then, of course, we get into the eyeshadow brushes. I'm not going to go through all of these. I do know I'll probably end up using this one as a packing brush, this one as a nice detailed fluffy brush, this one to really help blend out, then maybe this one as well. So I went ahead and prepped my eyeshadow base, did my brows, and put on some primer for the foundation. Let me know if y'all would like to see a full video of the brow and base routine. I would not mind recording that for y'all because I love y'all Zoom. But let's get into the other products. I'm going to put on a little bit of this foundation. I'm going to use the e.l.f. foundation brush, the buffing foundation brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me. I know it's a little messy right there, not too much. I'm gonna take a few pumps of this. I love the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It literally looks like skin on me. Just gonna dab into this. It's not really picking it up like I thought it would, but let's just, you know, put it on and see where it goes. I must say it is not doing a bad job with putting that foundation down. It actually does really good. I'm quite surprised. Like, it literally looks amazing. I don't care what anybody says, the Maybelline Fit Me foundation is definitely that girl. I do believe I want to try out the Infallible and maybe even the Superstay. I want to try those out as well, because for this to be a drugstore foundation, it is a 10 out of 10 for me. I was so ready to put on foundation that I completely forgot about doing my eyeshadow. So we're going to do a quick little 1-2. This is the Natasha Denona Baby Bronze eyeshadow palette. Just 3 shades. You get 2 mattes and a shimmer. This is really cute. I used this before, loved it down. It is a nice, cute, soft glam kind of look. And I'm going to pack on one of these shadows with this Shadow C brush. So we're just going to focus it right in this outer corner. Oh yeah, she's real cute. I do have hooded eyes, so that's kind of annoying at times, but when you're doing makeup, you just learn how to work around it. We're just packing it in this outer corner, and then we're going to blend it out in just a second with another eyeshadow brush. Blend it out, I'm going to use the Fluffy Eye Blender, and just right on the edges of that, we just want to smooth this out. I will say it is taking me a lot of blending just to get this the way that I want it to. And I know it's not the eyeshadow formula, because the eyeshadow formula is literally some of my favorites. It's definitely this brush. I am not a big fan of it, but I am trying to make it work. So I will say that so far, it's not looking too good for these brushes. It is taking a lot of work, because I do like for my eyeshadows to look really, really blended. I love to call it a Bay blend. And right now, it's taking a lot of work just to get that Bay blend. Going in with the pointed eye pencil brush, this looks like a nice fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into that lightest shade, and I'm going to further smoke and blend this out. So what I'm doing is just taking that shade right above that first shade and kind of blending it out and bringing it in. Just on the top, it's giving this nice ombre effect. But again, with the blending of these, the brushes aren't doing quite as well as I thought they would, but that's okay. We're definitely going to try to make this work. Like I said, it is definitely not giving what I thought it was going to give. Okay, we did what we could. We're going to go in with this middle shade. It's a shimmer shade, and we're going to use Detail Crease Pencil just to pick up some of that pigment. This brush is doing really, really good to lay down that shimmer. I think that is amazing. It's not often that I find a brush that can actually put down shimmer this good. I know a lot of people use their fingers to get that pop of pigment. I cannot use my fingers because I hate for my fingers to get dirty or messy. And then I also don't want to dig into the pan. Like, I have nails on and everything, so I don't like to do that. We're going to go ahead and put on some concealer using the Flawless Concealer Brush from e.l.f. Hopefully this turns out really good. Like I said, I am not a big fan of concealer brushes like this. I'm going to use the Morphe Filter Effect Concealer in shade 26 Rich. I love this concealer down. You don't know how bad I want to use my Makeup by Mario F5 concealer brush, I believe. because I want my concealer to be flawless. But for the sake of this video, we are going to use the e.l.f. one just to see if it's going to give what it's supposed to give. And we're just going to tap this in, and already I am not liking it that much, but we're going to continue. We're going to see it through. I'm just going to take my foundation brush from them that I used in the beginning, and I'm just going to help blend out that line from the concealer. Now, the concealer does look okay for the most part. As a makeup artist, we're going to make it work. So it does look kind of good, but I did have to blend it out really good. And I really don't like that for me, but you know, she's cute. I don't think I would recommend these brushes out though so far. But we're going to see what the end results give. Using this mineral powder brush, I'm going to use this and a little bit of setting powder to set the areas of concealer. Normally, I do use a powder puff, but we're trying to test out these brushes, so we're going to just use this. It's going to go right up under the eyes, and I'm just going to tap this in to help set my concealer in place. And I can already tell I am not loving this as much as I thought it would. Let's go ahead and switch to a powder puff. We switched to a powder puff, you know, someone we trust to really help set this concealer in place, because that was just terrible. I'm using the One Size Ultra Pink. I love the One Size Ultra Pink. It is super cute. It is nice and blurring. But I have recently tried the Huda Beauty Ube birthday cake one. She's amazing. Love her down. Huda did her big one. We're just going to dust off that powder. Thank God for the powder puff, because it saved the concealer, because that brush was not going to cut it. So this looks amazing so far, I will say, for the most part. It's not my favorite. I almost wanted to stop in the middle of it because I'm just like, this looks terrible. But we're going to push through. Using this all over complexion brush, and I'm using a little bit of the Fenty setting powder in the shade Nutmeg. I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this brush. Now, I am not liking this brush at all. It is a little too flimsy in my opinion, but we are going to just make it work. The best brush was the foundation brush so far. But even then, I don't even want to keep that because the other brushes aren't giving what they're supposed to give. Okay, we're really getting somewhere. It doesn't look too bad, but it's not my favorite. I'm going to use this LYS bronzer, and I'm going to use this all over face. No, this is powder blurring brush. It looks like a nice bronzer brush. So I'm just going to go into this and help bronze up the face a little bit. This bronzer from LYS is absolutely amazing. I love it. I feel like it's a nice sun-kissed kind of shade to really bring some warmth back into the skin. I know this has to be like some of my girls' favorite part. I'm going to go in with this blush brush in the Juvia's Place Volume 3. And I think I want to use this shade right here. I know it looks super like dark, but it comes up really cute on the skin. We're just gonna go, hello? Hello? Okay, you're really gonna have to like dig into her to get it out. I'm just gonna tap her on and see what this pigment is going to give. I love this blush shade. I will say this blush brush, she's okay. She's not too bad. Definitely not my favorite for sure. I'm just gonna blend her out, and then I'm gonna go in on the other side, and I'll be right back. All right, babes, this is what the finished look is giving. Now, does she look terrible? No, she doesn't look terrible to me. It's definitely, you know, wearable, but it does not meet my standards as some of my other brushes that I normally use. I don't feel like the brushes really picked up and put the products down like they should. It took a lot of blending. It took a little bit more patience to get it, you know, to look as good as it does now. So would I recommend these brushes? Probably not. I would definitely recommend some other ones over these. But I do feel like if you want some affordable brushes, I mean, you get 18 brushes, a case for 25 bucks. I don't think that's bad, especially considering that it's e.l.f. As always, thank you so much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells so you know when your girl drops another video.